Thank you, Nick. A Champaign-based advocacy group is worried about chemical runoff into the state's water system. They believe it's because of a federal program to increase ethanol production. And our David Pierce has more for us here this morning on how it could impact residents.
The Prairie Rivers Network here in Champaign says that the Illinois water system is in trouble, and that's because of the renewable fuel standard set in place by the federal government back in 2005. And they say that Illinois farmers have been lining up to grow the corn needed to support it. Advocacy group Prairie Rivers Network says a lot of chemicals go into the growing process for corn.
Sprayed hog manure, insecticides and pesticides that are coated on seeds that are planted, or herbicides that are sprayed onto the land.
Director of Policy Robert Hirschfeld says those same chemicals get flushed into nearby streams following rain or a flood, which turns into untreated water picked up by residents.
And some of it runs downstream, some of it trickles into groundwater.
That could ultimately be pulled up in somebody's well.
Correct.
Retired research engineer Chris Jones says the federal government has been awarding farmers in return through tax credits and
the federal crop insurance subsidy program is the main thing, and that's the main subsidy for corn and soybean production right now.
According to a 2022 report by the Environmental Protection Agency, more than 40% of all the waterways they tested could not support human consumption, with nitrates and other chemicals found in it. The Illinois Farm Bureau's board director, Jeff Kerwin, says he understands how this is concerning. And he says almost $23 million has been invested into research since 2012 to fund reduction efforts, including.
And they're called wood chip bioreactors. And that's basically the wood chips are food for the bacteria to break down nitrates that are flowing in the water.
And only using nitrogen during growing season.
Then you've got to write the amount of fertilizer, and the roots are there to uptake that.
A statewide initiative was also created. It's titled the Nutrient Loss Reduction Strategy, and that was created back in 2015. I'll be speaking with officials to get an understanding of how Illinois' water got in this condition. I'm David Pierce reporting. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, in the meantime, the Prairie River Network is promoting its Clean Water Forever campaign to gain support from residents and get policies established with state officials.